Hey family, what is up and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Consolata and I'm super excited to have you here for the fourth installment of our series titled the Habakkuk series, where we're basically breaking down the principles of writing your vision and ensuring that it actually comes to pass. So we're continuing from where we left last week, and now we're focusing on the part that says make it plain, or engrave it so plainly. And now when we speak about making it plain, we're talking about making it so simple, making it so detailed that anyone who sees it may run with it, that even my accountability partner, even your accountability partner, can be able to read it and literally just understand what you're trying to say, understand what you are trying to do, because you've basically broken it down to the simplest language that anyone, even yourself in your sleep, can be able to interpret and understand and run with it. This speaks to writing your vision for different areas of your life. And usually in life coaching, we speak about the 8 wills, or generally the wills of life, because they differ in number. Some people may not be spiritually savvy while others are, so it differs in number. But I'm going to speak about just 7 wills of life today and how you can make your vision plain in those particular areas of your life. Number 1, I'm going to speak about your health. Now, envision how you want to be in terms of your health. We're speaking about if you want to gain weight, you're going to be so specific and say, I want to gain weight from the 83 kgs that I'm currently weighing. As I go to the gym, as I work out, I want to be able to get to 110 kgs. That's your goal. That's personal. While on the other hand, someone may come through and be like, you know what? I want to lose weight from the same 110 to 83. So I want to lose weight. Each of that actually determines the steps that you're going to take. For someone, their diet plan is going to reduce carbohydrates, whilst for the other person who's trying to gain weight, it's going to have so much fat, it's going to have so much carbohydrates, it's going to have so much sugar, because they want to gain weight. Not only so, but someone can choose to gain weight the healthy way by actually going to the gym and adding weights, right? So when you understand that, you understand, okay, I want to look healthy like so. So I'm going to eat fruits. My diet is going to be like this. I'm going to drink water how many times a day? I'm going to work out how many times a day or how many times a week? I'm going to rest for so many hours, depending on your goal. So from that point forward, you understand that everything is specific, very specific to what you want to achieve. Number 2 is your career. That's your job, your profession. Do you want to become a professor? If you want to become a professor, most probably you're going to need to have a PhD. So what's your plan? Are you going to be doing different courses and then get your master's and then eventually your PhD? How are you going to be doing it? Are you going to invest in different courses that enable you to move forward up until you're actually a professor? In terms of your career, do you want to become a general surgeon, or you want to become a heart surgeon, or you want to become an orthopedic doctor and you want to take care of kids and ensure that kids are healthy? That also determines the amount of content that you're going to consume, amount of hours that you're going to spend consuming content, the type of content that you also expose yourself to. Let's say you actually do want to become a good doctor. You are going to watch Grey's Anatomy probably as leisure. You are going to watch The Good Doctor, Chicago Med, all those kinds of series as a way of resting, because you're generally inclined to that. So that's what vision actually does. This is just an example, but you can recognize what you want to do. If you want to be a CEO, you understand at some point you need a promotion to general manager, then to medium level manager, up until you're actually maybe CFO, then CEO, then you're now owning the company itself or the majority of the shares. But it's all very dependent on what you want to achieve in your career. Number 3 is personal development. So this is an all-round development. We can speak about public speaking. If you know you want to speak in front of crowds, whether at church, at work, as a profession, as an MC, as a radio host, you're going to learn how to tune your voice. You're going to learn how to articulate yourself. Even if you just want to learn how to use a fork and knife because you want to live a soft life and you want to, chop life with, like, you know, interracial people, you know, South Africans and Tswanas, and also people like from Scotland, like the people from the Queen, you know what I mean? Or like you want to just learn for your own self. But these are things that you determine according to your goal. That, you know, I want to grow in such and such a way. For me, personal development has been actually learning these eyebrows. Guys, I am super, super pumped. If you check my previous videos, like I wasn't actually doing eyebrows. I just come through and my eyebrows are like almost extinct. And now I was like, I am personally taking charge of my life. I want my videos to look better. So I'm going to invest in actually learning how to do brows. My dear friend Neddy actually came through and taught me. So this is like day 3. I'm like mastering the thing, babe, mastering the thing. So I'm learning how to do eyebrows because that's what personal development looks like to me. And she encouraged me that I have to do it for 30 days consistently, because now, like, I can tell I have to twitch it a little bit there, a little bit here, to understand also how my eyebrows are, because they're never actually really exactly the same. They're like sisters, right? So it's like a continuous process of learning, of knowing, okay, these are the steps that I have to take in order to get to the place that I want to get. Number 4 is actually your finances. You can think about, what net worth do I want to have in 2023 or 2025? And now you begin to work towards that net worth. So you recognize that every investment opportunity that you pursue will ensure that you draw a step or 3 steps closer to actually getting that net worth that you want. So this is about your vision. If you decide you want to be a billionaire by 2030, it means you've got to push, like you really have to push. You have to gun for those investments that gets you thousands at once, because like you've got to get to that place. You begin to invest in growing your financial knowledge and understanding. We can speak of maybe subscribing to Dave Ramsey's podcasts or his applications. I have read The Rich Woman by Kim Kiyosaki, Robert Kiyosaki's wife, and it opened my eyes. So that's also an activity that was determined by the net worth that I want by next year, this time. So it's so important that you also recognize that. Now, number 5 are relationships. We're going to talk about your relationships with your parents, your friends, your sisters, your siblings. How do you want those relationships to look like? For me personally, if anything, I've desired to actually have healthy relationships, and it has taken me going back to myself, you know, digging deeper within myself, going to therapy, healing with trauma from childhood, from just different experiences of life, and just being so intentional about my relationships, trying to communicate when I don't like something, and also just trying to grow together and not be extra about the bits and pieces that are not really important, but ensuring that we have the most healthy and happy relationships. Number 6 are romantic relationships. Yes, girl. Having a vision of the person that you want to marry. Maybe you want someone who's outgoing, who's fun, who doesn't have social media or has excess social media, whatever it is, helps to determine and even makes your selective process much, much more easier. Because now you're just generally going to eliminate someone who doesn't have those things that you're not willing to compromise. It's the 80-20 rule, where it's like, okay, if there's 80% or if she has 80% of the things that I want, then I will actually date or marry this person, because no one will be like 100% what you want. But this is also an understanding that there are some things that you cannot compromise. I, for example, cannot compromise spirituality. Like, I cannot compromise and marry someone who's not Christian, who's not deep and crazy about God. So one thing that's for sure is I'm not going to be unequally yoked. Like, I would rather stay single than be unequally yoked. It is what it is. Yeah. So it's so important that, you know, you have a vision for your relationships. Even if you're married, what's the purpose of your relationship? Are you achieving the purpose of your relationship? Are you working towards it? Are you going on date nights? Are you trying not only to portray out there that you're living or your relationship is healthy, but are you actually daily experiencing a healthy relationship. So that's also important in your romantic relationships. You realize that you continue to evolve as human beings, and you've got to catch up and just understand, okay, my partner is evolving. Even after giving birth, they've evolved, but we want to continue to grow together. Now, finally, number 7 is leisure, or your hobbies, recreation. What are your hobbies? How much money are you going to spend on games? Do you like Monopoly or playing cards? 30 seconds. How much money are you going to invest in that? Also, who do you actually play with? What are your goals with leisure and recreation? The amount of money that you would use for a trip within Zimbabwe and then to go to Zanzibar outside of Zimbabwe and then the States is totally different. So that also determines how you're going to save, how much you're going to save per month, per week, per day, how you're going to look for that money, how you are going to hustle for that money. Your vision actually determines your activities. So make the vision plain. Make it so plain. Write down the vision for every sphere of your life, every area of your life. And then whoever sees it can actually run with it. Now, the very last and probably the most important thing, it says write the vision plainly on tablets. Now, these are tablets which everyone can see, everyone can access. Where is your vision written? I can tell you for sure that my vision is written on my phone. I literally have a vision board, a digital vision board, and then I also have a vision board on my phone, which is my screensaver. It's everywhere, and I've influenced my friends to also get their digital copies of their vision boards. So like the moment that I switch on my phone, I see it. The background of my WhatsApp wallpaper is actually someone that I look up to. Everywhere speaks vision to me. When I look to the left, to the right, my phone, my laptop, everything is saying vision, vision, vision. So where is your vision written? Write it down on paper, but also keep it on gadgets that you constantly use and constantly refer to it. Ensure that it's literally on your fingertips at all times. If you want to access it, when you're about to lose faith, when you're about to lose hope, you easily access it and say, okay, but this is what I promised myself, and I want to see myself achieve this. So wow, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you're inspired to go out there and do the best for yourself and be specific in setting your goals and vision. Remember to make it plain. I love you so much. Until the next video. Bye.